Let me give the Democrats a free piece of advice. If you actually want to attract men, how about this? Don't listen to leftists. Folks, Kamala Harris is not getting the male support she needs to win this election. Men are flocking to Trump. Trump actually represents masculinity. The men on the left, man, they're betas, man. Can you actually name really any alpha males on the left? I really can't think of any, guys. And the Democrats, man, they are panicking, folks, because Kamala Harris is just not attracting men. These soft beta men, these guys are number twos, man. Men want to be number ones. I do consider myself an alpha male. Nothing wrong with that, okay? I believe that men should be men. But in the case of Democrats, man, Kamala Harris goes out there and gets Tampon Tim, a man that wants tampons in boys' bathrooms. What man is actually going to be down with that? I believe, folks, that's why they actually got Obama and they dug up Bill Clinton, of all people, to go out there and try to get men to vote for Kamala Harris. Tampon Tim has failed at attracting men for Kamala Harris. Folks, there is a cringy, and boy, I do mean cringy ad, guys. We're only, 26 days away from the general election? Yeah, this is a panic move by the Democrats, guys. They know they are losing men and losing men big time. Folks, this is the worst ad I've ever seen from the Democrats. And they put out a lot of bad ads, guys. A lot of bad ones. This ad, guys, starts off with an overweight male talking about he was a man. And by the end of this ad, man, boy, it gets really bad, guys. Really bad. So let's go ahead and dive into this, guys. Look at this here. Left-wing PAC makes cringy man enough ad to bring male voters to Kamala. And it backfires terribly, of course. These leftists, man, don't understand men. Men want to be manly. But the left and Democrats want men to be more like women. And real men don't want to be like women. I'm a man, just like I don't want women to be like men. Women should be like women, and men should be leaders, like leaders of their families. The left doesn't want that, man. They want these soft beta males, or really just transgenders. I remember the Harris Biden administration. Look who is in charge of HHS, at least one of the heads. A transgender, overweight person named Dr. Rachel Levine. Born Richard, by the way. Sam Brinton, a non-binary, like a nuclear guy or something like that, I don't remember his title, got fired because he was actually going around and stealing women's luggage at airports. The military guys, they're out there getting, what do they call them? They call them drag queens. I know as far as the Navy goes, I was actually in the Navy. They went out there and got a drag queen in the Navy to try and recruit. And guess what? Men don't want to sign up, folks. Yeah, the military has a serious problem with recruiting because the military has gone woke and soft. President Trump definitely needs to change that when he actually gets back in office. But let's go ahead, guys, and look at this clip right here. Yeah, this first guy right here, but this is bad, man. Clay Travis says Kamala is losing men by an historic margin. So she made this ad of men saying they are man enough to vote for Kamala. It actually made me cringe multiple times. This shit fits her man problem. Enjoy. Yeah, so let's go ahead, guys, and watch this. Here we go.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a man, man.
And I'm man enough.
I'm man enough to enjoy a barrel-proof bourbon.
Neat.
Man enough to cook my steak rare.
Man enough to deadlift 500, then braid the out of my daughter's hair.
You think I'm afraid to rebuild a carburetor? I eat carburetors for breakfast.
I ain't afraid of bears.
That's what bear hugs are for.
All right, I'm going to stop right here real quick, man. This guy right here. The way he's sitting looks kind of like a woman. Just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. Maybe you guys agree with me. Let me know in the comment section.
That's what bear hugs are for.
I'll tell you another thing I sure as shit am not afraid of. Women.
I'm not afraid of women.
I'm not afraid of women.
They want to control their bodies? I say go for it.
They want to use IVF to start a family? I'm not afraid of families.
They want to be childless cat ladies?
Have all the cats you want.
Woman wants to be president?
Well, I hope she has the guts to look me right in the eye and accept my full-throated endorsement.
Because I'm man enough to support women.
Man enough to know what kind of donuts I like.
Man enough to admit I'm lost, even when I refuse to ask for directions.
Man enough to not ban young women from reading Little Women.
Or one of those pants books that the sisters like.
I'm man enough to raw dog a flight. It sucked. Not worth it.
I'm man enough to be emotional in front of my wife.
In front of my kids.
In front of my horse. I'm man enough to tell you that I cry at Love Actually. Good Will Hunting.
West Side Story.
That and Predator.
And I'm sick of so-called men domineering, belittling, and controlling women just so they can feel more powerful. That's not how my mama raised me.
I love women.
I love women who support their families.
Women who decide not to have families.
Women who take charge.
And I'm man enough to help them win.
Tampon Tim, guys, right there at the end. Now, did I hear this correctly? I know it was kind of cut up, but one of the guys said, I'm man enough to cry doing Predator. What? What man is crying doing Predator, man? It's an action movie. And boy, a lot of men love that movie. Predator with Arnold Schwarzenegger and the late, great Carl Weathers. Love that movie. I never cried. Never cried. I don't cry at movies, man. Okay? Some men may cry. I don't cry, man. Boy, that was cringy, man. Absolutely cringy. What kind of man are they actually going to get? They're attracting the same men that are already going to vote for Kamala Harris. Soft beta males. This is not going to attract manly men. It's not going to happen, man. Boy, I told you, man, they do not understand men. Maybe they don't actually care to understand men. How about this, man? Here's a new slogan. Make men masculine again. Because the left, man, they have tried to tell men that masculinity is bad. When they actually say toxic masculinity, they just mean that men are being men. They don't like that. They want men to be soft and delicate and to be like women. That's what they want. And guess what? That's the kind of men that are going to vote for you. Whereas the real men are flocking to Trump. Of all races, man. Of all races. This ad was bad. Really bad. This just showed you, man, how out of touch they are. They tried to actually say that Kamala Harris owned a gun. She has a Glock. Guess what? Nobody believes her. Nobody is believing her, man. And men can really see that Kamala Harris is fake. Women are going to be blinded. They don't care because she's a woman. But men see right through Kamala Harris, man. Andy Griffin, man, the comedian, very, very funny. He's going for Trump. He's not buying the BS, man. See, men are going to use their heads and not vote on emotion. Real men are not going to do that. But the women are voting off emotion. People on the left are voting on emotion. Have you guys noticed that pretty much the people that are supporting Kamala Harris, they're not supporting her on policies. They're supporting her on emotion. Nothing more. People that's supporting Trump, they're actually supporting him because of policy, like the economy, immigration, that kind of thing. Think of this, guys. The people that you actually know voting for Kamala Harris, why are they voting for her? And how many men do you actually see wearing a Harris Wall shirt? Not many, but you'll see men wearing Trump Vance shirts. I mean, I got a couple of MAGA hats right there. Not wearing them because honestly, they just don't look good on my head. I actually wore it on a member stream, guys. Become a member, man. And because we do it every Friday. I wore it on a member stream. It didn't look good. It made my head look very, very small, man. I mean, some hats just don't work for everybody. But hey, I'm still supporting the Trumper. Okay? I'm a man. But I'm going to leave right there, guys. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.